So, last session, after briefly adjourning to shop, teach, and in Arno's case, attempt to create some kind of holy symbol to protect himself with, you ventured out into the silver mines. Fearful of unintentionally igniting gases, you stumbled through the darkness, discovering the long forgotten bodies of the lost miners and rescuers as you searched for the ace of spades Emery must have hidden here. You all hopped into a pair of minecarts to hasten this exploration, perhaps an ill advised decision, as Emery's spirit took hold and the minecarts tore down the railing at a frightening pace before crashing. You took his interference as a sign that you were going the right way, a sentiment confirmed by Ben's heightened spiritual senses. Soon you discovered the site of the cave-in, where you discovered trace signs that perhaps the cave-in was intentional to seal something away. Ix then used her elemental manipulation to pull the rocks away, something you all heard but didn't see, until mysteriously you found yourselves granted with dark sight, your eyes aglow. You didn't know what caused this, and Thorn declared that one of you was keeping secrets before you pushed on, accepting this as a blessing. Pushing on into the final stretch, you found one more body amongst the ruins of the mine, one with a suspiciously familiar hat to Arno's eyes. Just as Arno approached the hat, Ben appeared into the veil and saw a hulking creature over the body. Frozen in fear, he found himself unable to warn Arno before the creature reached out and grabbed him, revealing itself. A fight ensued, and the Bone Devil, the warped and tormented soul of Emery himself, was hell-bent on draining Arno's life force. Arno managed to find the ace of spades hidden in the lining of the hat and stabbed it with the carved horn he'd crafted earlier in the day. With some help from Ben, he successfully destroyed the ace of spades, but not before a voice whispered, "Now who's this?" The tormented spirit of Emery vanquished, you made your way back to town, only to find a new threat in the form of a woman in a blue coat, recognized only by Ix as the Blue Viper. And you recognize her to be Petra Carver, not Peter Carver, since we are officially retconning this person's name and gender. Are we all good, Heather? You?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I had to, it was touch my foot. I can't have it touch my foot. I had to adjust my whole life. Anyway, yes, I'm good. So yeah, Tiffany would see what's going down because Dagger is obviously shooting out of the inn towards her and her goons.
Yeah, you guys see Dagger posted up in one of the windows, his rifle resting, or the barrel of the rifle resting on the sill. He had just shot a warning shot at them, although Petra Carver doesn't seem particularly
bothered.
Phased, yeah.
She's just like, "Oh, bullets, that's new." I have no idea what her personality is. We'll find out in a second. Arno had asked Tiffany, "Oh, friends of yours?" To which she had responded, "Just angry cousins." And then she's gonna slowly approach the group of bad guys. Hold on.
As you guys slowly approach, before you can get too close,
okay.
You notice some movement from around the side of the building that clearly is out of Dagger's eye shot, and you see a fifth goon dragging Bryn alongside him, and he kind of drags her over towards Petra Carver over here, and Petra steps a little bit forward, and very proudly goes, "Nah, I suggest if you don't want this girl harmed, you better up and tell us where the girl we're looking for is. And you guys see Dagger jump, like, stand a little straighter, and his eyes darken as he sees this. Bryn, what are you doing just to set the scene?
Oh, she's putting up a fight. She doesn't seem at all scared in this situation, even though she's obviously not in a good one, but she's just like, she just seems mad. She's like probably trying to like wriggle out of their grasp and like trying to kick at them, and like she might be trying to bite them. And she's probably shouting all sorts of curse words that she shouldn't know. But she's trying to get out, but it's clear that she's probably not going to be able to wriggle out on her own.
Yeah, this goon does seem to be holding Bryn tightly, like basically as they're like kind of hoisted up in the air, with like one arm around her waist, and the other probably trying to avoid being bitten. So but yeah, taking this into account, what are all of you doing?
Are we allowed to move now?
Yeah, yeah.
I was about to say I totally moved already.
I mean, I saw that, but I figured I'd at least like get halfway. I don't like
Yeah.
it.
To be fair, Jess, you did the
all
right thing, waiting before I was like, goodbye, guys!
start to move forward. And Dagger sees you guys. There might be a small bit of relief on their face. You can't quite tell if it's the relief that, you guys are here to help, or that he hasn't had, like, he doesn't need to question whether or not to sell you out. Although I don't know, maybe he doesn't exactly know who he'd be selling out anyway. I'm not sure that he would know that Ix is the person that Petra is looking for. But in either case, Petra sees you all approach and looks over and goes, well, there she is. Come on, Ix. Quit stalling and wasting everybody's time.
I'm not wasting anybody's time. If anything, you're wasting Daddy's by being out here in the middle of nowhere looking for random people. You all keep calling me this name. I'm pretty sure you're all confused. Spend too much time out in the desert waiting on water. That's what's happening right now. Now, how about you let that little one go, and I'll walk closer to you.
She looks at you a little amused and goes, what's this? You're pretending not to be who you are?
You know damn well I ain't having this discussion with you.
How about you walk closer? That's funny.
I thought that after the fact. I was like, oh, it doesn't work, Heather, but good try.
But Petra looks at you and goes, how about you walk closer? Or this girl sees the business end of my gun.
She'll start walking closer. Her hands will be up, but they'll be low to her hips. Very obvious. But she'll walk closer. Slowly.
Okay.
just love seeing everybody just inching closer.
Are you all walking closer?
I'm trying to remember if there's a way around town.
There is.
Well, Lucas, you are the sheriff here. You know everything there is to know about this town. So if you think that there might be a way for you to sneak on around, there could be a way for you to sneak on around.
Oh, I am not the sneaky one of this bunch. However, I could direct someone in the meantime. I think Thorn looks pretty sneaky. Looks pretty
You
shady over
think
there.
Thorn looks pretty sneaky?
I think Thorn looks pretty sneaky and shady over there.
Thorn could most certainly sneak around.
So
Hold
in
on,
the
let me
in as because Ix is moving forward, and I'm assuming at the moment at least everybody's eyes are on like her because that's who she seems to be who they want. But Lucas would lean towards Thorn, and he'd say quietly, if you take that path that between those two houses there, you can come around back. Sneak up behind him, maybe.
He's gonna give you a slight nod. He doesn't say anything verbally to avoid drawing any further suspicion to you guys, or notice. Like, wants to stay in the background. So as Petra's eyes do focus on Ix's approach, let me roll a couple of dice for Thorn here. Yeah. That is a success.
Yeah.
So he is going to just quietly over here go and slip between these buildings. I think I'm just going to put him in secret there. So you guys see him slip away. You don't know exactly where he's going to reappear. But Ix, you make your slow approach. If others do try to approach with her, Petra's gonna hold up a gloved hand and go, "All y'all can stay back there. Just you, sweetheart."
What? You can have goons, but I can't?
Goons come with trust, and you ain't earned trust from your daddy.
Oh, honey, you are so far up his ass. Tell me, do you have to wipe it every day, too?
Very funny. Keep mouthing off.
Can I make a request, DM?
Sure.
I want Bernard here to kind of, when it seems like going forward for him is a bad idea, he's going to go back and find a place where he's out of view. And I want to use my burrow power to go underground and eventually make my way into the crowd while they're arguing with Ix.
What?
Okay. So do you want to just remain in the ground beneath them or like burst up into the crowd? Just for me to clarify.
Well, it'll take him a few seconds to get there. I think. Oh man. He hasn't had coffee in a while, so maybe he's not full chaos. I think he'll play the patient approach.
Okay. So I'll need you to first make a stealth check, I think, just to see if you can kind of slip back without notice.
So that's not great.
You have 3 bennies.
I do have bennies. Let's Benny it up.
That's fine.
All right.
Okay, that's a
I'll
success.
do a 5. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna hold on. I'm gonna do myself a favor and turn off desktop notice so that I'm not distracted every time somebody says something in the chat.
My favorite thing about all of this is that it totally looks from the text that Petra Carver stole the Green Viper's goons after he died.
Yeah, I saw that.
Oh, I didn't even. I didn't think about changing the text. I just changed their little bandana color.
If
We
it's
know
works,
how it
it
is in
works.
the world. We know.
Gotta have a job, man.
But yeah, with a 5, Ben, you are able, similar to Thorn, you're letting all eyes, draw to Ix, and you just kind of step back a little bit behind, maybe this building here where you can't be seen. And you are able to attempt to use your burrow ability. So now that would be, I think, a key roll, right?
Muted. It doesn't actually say anything for like on some of them, like deflection, it says there's a what I get if I succeed or if I raise. This one doesn't have any of that description.
So all powers you have to roll in order to use it.
Okay.
It's like at the start of the chapter.
All right. So
I think that's what we found out last time, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, with my spell casting.
so this is a spirit focus roll for me. I got a ace. So a total of 7, I guess.
Okay. I'm trying to remember what constitutes a raise.
Isn't it like 4 above the target?
I think you're right. So the target is always 4. So I think, yeah, okay. So not quite a raise, but still enough to activate your power. So you are able to use Burrow successfully. Don't remember what Burrow does personally, other than the obvious, namesake.
I'll copy it and put it into.
Oh, I opened it in the book.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So it's less digging on down and more just becoming one with the earth. So, though I suppose you could flavor it however you feel is appropriate.
Yeah. Not really sure. I think it would be more appropriate for Ben to be a digger, but that doesn't fit being very stealthy. It's just very funny.
Okay.
But
Okay. So you are able to burrow on down. I'm just going to put a status on you. No. Well, we'll do the invisible status that we remember that you're underground. And you're not visible by, enemies presently. But you can move yourself to wherever you would like to be standing underneath the enemies.
Been over here cutting the line.
all right, we'll go to the best of his ability, right about there, and prepare to wait patiently.
Okay. All right, and so Ix, as you are making your way forward, um, anything you doing in particular?
Other than keeping her hands real close to her guns, like again, her hands are down, but they're near her hips. I'm sure Petra would see this. This is not something that Ix can hide. Um, she'll stop her jeering for a bit, for a couple steps, and then she'll kick it back up again because she can, and it's boring to walk 2 extra feet in silence. Um, and she'll just kind of shout back at her, "You gonna let the kid go now, or are you gonna continue being cowards?"
That depends on whether you're gonna come quietly back home.
"Oh, you know I won't be quiet, but I'll make it less painful for you."
How about you drop the guns then?
"Now you know how much I like my guns."
We'll make sure somebody carries them home for you. But after what you did to the Green Viper, I think we gotta take some precautions.
"Now, see, that's not my fault. You all literally could do any other job, and you choose to do this one. How's it my fault to defend myself?" And meanwhile, while she's doing this, she is taking her guns out of the holster, and she is gently crouching down to set them down. Like she's not dropping them.
Yeah, she does smirk a bit at your response, and she goes, "Now, I ain't complaining. I never much liked him, but I just don't want to end up on your little list of trouble you're crafting here."
"I ain't got no list. I don't need a list, 'cause apparently I got a line instead. I can't go anywhere without you people sniffing around for me. Literally do anything else. You know you can convince them. You like traveling around doing this?"
Are you really trying to convince me to give up a life of crime? Is that what we're doing now?
"Heavens, no, you're a smart woman. You could do your own damn thing. Goodness knows he's running that ranch into the ground anyhow. Why you're out here in the middle of butt-fuck nowhere is beyond me. When you could be doing so much better undermining his business as you always have."
Now, I may not always see eye to eye with you, Daddy, but, and she takes from her back uh, a rifle of her own, and she's not holding it like threateningly or anything particularly. It's more like she's holding up to, look at her own handiwork. Um, and Ix, you've probably seen this weapon before since you are familiar with her, but maybe not this close, or perhaps you've never paid attention to it this closely. But you do see that it is clearly a custom job, so to speak. Um, and it is, for lack of a better way to describe it, just leagues beyond anything you carry or anything that friends carry. Petra is a very smart woman, and she has learned how to integrate the minerals that your father mines into her handiwork.
No,
Um,
no, 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 no.
um, and she just goes, "I don't think I'd be able to do the research I do with anybody else."
There's no hiding the shock on Ix's face when she notices what is integrated in that gun. And she's gonna stop her moving, and she's gonna stare right at Petra and get real serious. "Now I know you ain't fixin' to use that."
I've been dying to try it. But if you don't give me a reason to use it, I won't.
All right, Petra. How about this then? I come quietly. You take all the glory. I knock Dad off his throne. And you can happily take the clan for yourself. I just want to walk on off into the sunset. Ain't never have to see me again. Let's promise each other we ain't gonna use that rifle.
She laughs like very lightly, and goes, I have no interest in usurping your father. Slipping into a British accent. Whoops. I have no interest in usurping your father. I mean, he does all the unpleasant work I wouldn't want to.
I could double your intake. Give you more of a budget to work with. I just don't see how you need to use that rifle when I'm already compliant. There ain't no reason for it. Just put it back.
Now, why are you getting so nervous? And how exactly would you double my intake running off into the wilds?
I got connections. You think I've just been hopping around the countryside, skipping? I know places, I know people.
Then how about you tell me something I can't quite figure out? Why'd you leave?
That's between me and the earth.
You and the earth. What an interesting reply. And I think, about that point, perhaps unfortunately, I think that might be about where Thorn would reappear. Just gonna move him a little bit here. He's gonna reappear on top of this building.
Damn, dude.
So he snuck on around. I don't know if this is exactly where Lucas intended for him to reappear, but he found his way onto a rooftop.
Way to go. Way to go. Couldn't have planned it better myself.
Actually, let's put him onto that one. And I think he is going to take a couple of shots at the goon holding Bryn.
Oh, I guess that is on the table then. Well then.
What was the intention here?
I don't know. It's just really funny.
Okay, Dagger's already pissed off at Thorn. Can't get much worse.
It's true. I literally did tell Kitty this a little bit ago. I was like, I don't think shooting anywhere near Bryn is a good idea. I don't think I'll do that. Dagger will be mad at me.
It's okay. Thorn's impulsive.
I'm learning this.
It's okay. He says if he shoots a gun towards a child. It's okay.
Don't worry, Bryn has plot armor. She'll be fine.
He did get 2 successes, so
Ben come bursting out of the ground after he hears gunfire.
Oh, totally. So raise. I mean, not raise, an ace. So in total, that's 21 between 2 attacks. That guy can't soak that. I think he is gonna definitely let go of Bryn, as he is shot twice, and critically wounded. He's gonna have 2 wounds. So this man's kind of like probably got like a bullet through his leg that's spilling blood, and another one like in his shoulder. You know, just bad. And Ben, you can most certainly burst out of the ground from there.
Okay, so the description for Burrow includes rolling an opposed stealth check to see if I'm noticed. And if I get a raise, I get the drop. I don't know what that means yet, but it sounds like something I want. So
Okay.
can I do an opposed stealth check?
Go for it. I guess the
Versus-
opposed stealth check would be against Petra's like notice or the goon's notice.
Yeah, I guess the goon
Okay.
or whoever, I don't know.
I'll just have all these guys roll essentially.
Okay.
And see who does notice you.
Let's use another Benny for the heck of it. Let's try to get a better roll.
Or actually, I'm just going to use one roll
Okay.
for the goons, and then I'm going to use one for Petra.
Well, I got a 4 total, so
Okay.
no good times for me.
Bennies.
Well, Petra also got a 4, which is on a d4, so it's actually an ace. So she got a 6. I guess technically she should have gotten a wild die. Now that I think about it, whatever. I'm just gonna go with it this time. The goons don't notice. So Petra does notice you before you burst out of ground. But the goons don't.
Okay. Can Ben perhaps quickly take stock of the situation, see that Bryn is no longer being held, grab her and stuff her inside of the building? The thirsty whatever tavern place tomb.
Yeah, I would say you could do that.
All right. That's what
I-
Ben would like to do.
I hate to be a problem, but I think in the commotion, I don't know if Bryn would just like go willingly.
That's fair. That's fair.
So we can do like
She
a
is-
contested. You might win, but I think she might still fight you on it.
Bryn, come with me.
There's so many people. They're all strangers.
Oh man.
This
So
is
what am I? What are we rolling?
I think it'd be like athletics versus athletics is my gut.
I don't have athletics, so is there like an attribute that corresponds to that?
It would just be a
I thought-
D4, right?
Yeah, I thought athletics was one of the base skills.
No.
I'm going off of what you gave me, and what you gave me only has 3 skill.
Oh, you know. I
Bryn's not
forgot.
like a player character, right? So
Well, she
agility?
would still have the basics, I would say. But it would just be a D4 in that case. So
Okay.
yeah. I forgot that I did do the abbreviated like character for the stat block for her. So
1.
I got a 7.
okay.
Alright, you win. She might try to bite you though, until she realizes that you're a friend.
Ben will just apologize. I am sorry, young lady. This is for your own good. And he'll take her and stuff her in the building and shut the door and go into a defensive posture toward the group.
She like bites him, and then she realizes he tastes / smells like pancakes that they had at breakfast, and she's like, "Wait a minute!" And then she gets shoved into the building.
Hold
That
up.
is just his natural smell.
Pancakes.
This tastes like friendship.
Oh, that's stuck in my brain now.
my
That
God, I almost-
pancakes equals friendship.
Oh no,
I
Kitty's
almost-
dying.
I almost killed myself yelling.
But yeah, I think from there we will start initiative. So gonna go draw some cards.
I don't think I can move Bryn's token, so
Oh yeah, I'm just gonna probably despawn her from this map since
Well.
she has been shoved inside.
Bold of you to assume she's not going to find a way out, but okay.
I will respawn her if that turns out to be the case. Okay, so Petra got the 10 of clubs. Her goons got the Jack of diamonds. Thorn got a 2 of hearts. Ben got a 6 of hearts. Arno, you got a 2 of clubs. Issa, you get a 10 of spades.
Oh my god.
Ix, you get the 9 of clubs. And Lucas, you get the 9 of hearts.
That's
Now-
a good poker hand.
Yeah, actually. Let me just refresh my mind on which
Spades or
suit goes
trump, right?
when. Huh?
Spades or trump, yeah?
Yeah, spades are best, and then it goes spades, hearts, diamonds, clubs.
Oh, so I got the worst of the worst?
Yeah, you
You're
did.
saying. Okay, cool.
That's why when Bass said 9 of clubs for Ix, I was like, oh no, she's in the middle of this shit.
Well, on the plus side, Petra also got a 9 of clubs, so
10 of clubs.
I mean 10 of clubs, yeah.
Does that seem like she can't have the same card? We're good.
I don't know where the
I
jack
will-
is in all of this.
Admit I have to Jack what it's like card suit, so Jack is considered like an 11.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So the goons will go first.
Really?
I
Wow.
yeah, I do though have to find a better way of keeping track of all of it. Like, it's so easy to get these cards mixed up.
Just start
Um,
putting like
Post the
sticky
list.
notes on it or something.
yeah. Anyway, goons are first. So this guy here is gonna try and get unshaken. He succeeds. He's gonna try and shoot at Thorn. Because why wouldn't he? He failed. Woo. This other guy is how did we ping again?
I don't know. I was trying to remember.
Nope, I just took control of that guy instead. Whoops.
How did we do it?
Oh, right click. Click.
Oh,
Thank
there we
you.
go. It actually took a couple of tries to get me to get it to work.
Yeah, same. And then once it did, it was like, oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's a button.
Well, so the guy closest to that ping is gonna go next. He's gonna try and shoot Ben. Oh, okay. That's a 16 What's your
Oh yeah, definitely more than 16. No, that's gonna hit real good.
what is your parry precisely? Tony?
8.
Okay. So hold up.
I like how casually he said 16. It made me almost feel like we were playing regular D&D again. I'm like, 16 is not too bad.
What's your
Did
parry?
you,
I'm over
did,
here.
did you not hear the little oh
I
made?
missed the O, and I just heard a very casual 16. What'd you get?
I heard it. And I was trying to deny it.
How dead is Ben?
I'm not sure because I don't remember how raises work for
So
attacks.
I think when you roll, if I might be misremembering, but I think when you roll to hit for each raise, you roll an additional damage die, and
Okay.
then when you roll the damage, the raises there I think correspond to like wounds and stuff. But I don't
Okay,
remember the
yeah.
details. But raises to
So
hit, you just get additional damage or something. I
that's
think.
2 raises on there,
So
correct?
yeah, it's actually 2 extra d6 according to the cheat sheet.
Okay.
So
See how badly hurt Ben is.
real bad.
Oh gosh. It's an ace
2
on there
raises?
too.
Oh, man.
Is it parry or is it toughness?
Toughness comes in for damage.
Okay. That's right. Parry is to hit, toughness for damage. Thank you.
We're looking at a total of 18 damage.
Jesus Christ.
So what's your toughness?
6. It's only 6.
Okay.
Oh, that's
boy.
3 raises.
Yeah, I'm like obliterated.
So you do get 3 wounds, so you are incapacitated. But you're not dead. Let me just how to unconscious. That's what we're gonna do. Oh wow, okay. You're not subtle with that one. Got an actual lifeline above your head, and we're gonna just put your arms
I
up
I wish that the line still went like
Same.
horizontally above because but this is fine.
um so after that it goes to the 10 of spades, which I believe was Lucas.
Issa.
Whoops, sorry.
Oh shit.
Oh wait, I
Wow.
forgot. There are other goons, so you have a bit of time.
Oh, okay, cool.
You
I don't know what I'm doing.
think of what you're gonna do in the meantime. I just I knocked out Ben, and apparently my brain went, "That's enough."
Could be. It could be.
This third one will take a shot at Thorn as well. He also misses. Fourth one's gonna shoot at Thorn. Miss. Fifth one. That's a hit. Thorn is gonna. Thorn is shaken. That's all. He's good. So, I'll just do that for the time being. And now goes to Issa.
Oh boy. Gosh, this is not how I expected things to go. Do we have a reference anywhere for the size of blast templates? And how big those are?
1 second. So yes and no.
Oh, okay. That's helpful.
Well, so because basically the templates are in the back of the book, and so I can open it up and manually measure them. I actually do I? Oh, I do. I have my little fabric measuring tape right here, so that's handy. What size template?
Medium.
Okay, so a medium blast template is 4 inches in diameter.
4 inches in diameter.
So that would be 4 cells on this.
How
Which
do
would
you
be,
measure on here?
it's the ruler tool.
Where
And I'll
is
be
that?
8 yards wide.
Where is the ruler tool?
You might have to click the arrow that's above the red shield to make your tool set.
Oh my god, I forgot that existed. Sorry, what was it? 4
Yeah, so it's 8 yards in diameter, basically.
yards. Okay, so would it be feasible to say that all of the goons could fit in that size?
Yeah, actually, they definitely can.
Without getting Ben, ideally. Although he's unconscious, so maybe it wouldn't affect him anyway.
Depending on what it is, it might not affect him.
It's not fire, I promise.
Okay.
Okay, well, Issa's gonna take stock of the situation, which is very quickly spiraling into a situation that seems quite bad. And in what is probably as close to a panic as anyone has maybe seen her react to something so far, she's going to, let me just see exactly how this works. She is going to throw a hand out, and she makes a gesture in the air, and this like dark, almost like a shadow, forms around her fingers and then shoots out towards the group of goons. And the like as it passes through the air, it's almost like there's like a chill, and she's casting fear.
Ooh, okay.
And I'm using 4 power points for this to make it a medium blast template instead of 1. So I think I have to roll to see if it succeeds first.
Okay.
So let's see if that works. Is it possible to roll multiple types of dice at the same time, or do you have to do it one by one? In the dice roller, I mean.
I have no idea. To be honest.
Okay, well, we're gonna give this a go. Oh, okay. Well, that 4 aced, so okay, so 5, which I guess would be a success.
Yep.
I mean, technically it's 5 minus 1, which is still a success because she does have a wound.
Okay.
Thank you for the
and it
reminder.
looks.
Huh?
I forgot
What?
that we were wounded. Thank you for the reminder.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
And let me just read what else happens.
It looks like all of the targets would make a fear roll.
Yes.
So I will roll for them now. So that's basically a spirit roll.
Oh, it says if... Oh, no, this isn't a raise. Never mind. Okay.
Just gonna roll for the goons first, and then I'll roll for Petra herself.
Yeah, there's different effects if they're an extra versus a wild card. So
Yep, I see. So all of the goons failed, so they are all panicked. Petra. Let's see what she... Her die. Okay. Oh, fuck. Dropping shit. Petra got a 5 on the wild die. Which I think would just be a pass, right?
I guess the way that it's phrased doesn't make me think that it's versus my roll. I think my roll was just to see if it worked, period, and then they're rolling fear. I guess just like normal fear roll. So yeah.
So
yeah, unfortunately I didn't raise, so if it had been a raise then she would have had a -2, but
yeah. So they are all panicked, but she is cool as a cucumber. Anything else for your turn?
No, I think that's it. The only other bit is flavor, that when she does this, it's like, aside from the like dark energy with the like chilled air around it, it's almost like there's a whirlwind of like cold air around her that kind of whips up, and her hair like comes loose from being pinned up. I don't know if I can pull in my alternate little character, but we'll see. I'll try and mess around with that.
You can always change her sprite too. Like
that's true. That almost feels like more effort. It's fine. I'll mess around with the character stuff.
But from there, it goes to the 10 of clubs. Who is that?
Petra.
Oh shit! You're right.
One second.
I thought Lucas went.
Sorry, quick thing to check. When a range on something is like a skill, is it that number die in yards? Is that how that works?
Sorry, what?
So like if a power has a range of smarts, then like does it have to be within like the number of yards corresponding to like the die that you have? So like if you have a D8, it's 8 yards. Is that how that works? Basically what I'm getting at is I think Issa would have had to move closer, so I need to like move her forward.
Okay, yeah, you can move her.
How do I? Oh my god, game! Would you? I think this is.
Kitty, that's the way I interpreted it. Is the smarts was per yard. It's the only thing that made sense, but I haven't found anything specifically in the book. But that's how I'm doing it.
Okay, so she panicked, ran forward, did the thing. Sorry, I'm done now. I promise.
No, you're good. So we had the goons, and then we had Issa. Isn't it Lucas, since he had the 9 of hearts?
It's number then suit.
Oh, number then suit. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Continue on.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm getting distracted by the dog. I thought she was trying to take off her donut. But, well, I think she is, but she's succeeding. So, anyway, if I have to put the cone on her, I might have to call a break. But Yes, Petra. So Petra, in spite of the fact that this plan is going awry real fast, um, instead smiles to herself um, as she hefts her rifle, and let's see.
We don't have to see. It's okay.
Let me open up the book real quick to look up this thing. Okay. Oh, you freaking. Hold on. Just gonna put the donut back on her real quick. I'll be right back.
Okay.
I'd like to just point out, Heather, I don't know how exactly, but I think you are responsible for all of this. It's Petra nonsense. Whatever is about to happen here, dear God.
It's gonna be fine.
Yeah, okay. How many Power Rangers are there in your little club again?
5.
5? I thought there were 3.
No.
Oh my god, I almost killed myself again.
No, I killed Kitty. No. Look, it's not Ix's fault, okay? It's her father's fault. He's a weirdo and he likes the number 5. I don't know.
Petra didn't even get to use her gun yet, did she?
She's fixing to
She's-
do that.
She's about to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fun time.
I'm not ready. Here we go.
We're all gonna die. Do do do.
Let's see here. I have a lot of things to look between.
We lost any sense.
I think she is. Gonna move on forward past her goons here. So Ix, would a 7 hit you?
Yeah.
Okay. By how much? What is your parry?
2.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, it's fun playing this game, guys. This is neat. I'll just go start a new character.
So, you see her gun basically whir up, and a bolt of electricity shoots out of it as it does so. And that is going to be a total of 7 damage as you are electrified by this. Well, I'll be real with you. It's not actually a rifle. I just called it that, but it's called the electric cannon. So, yeah.
So if my toughness is 7, what happens here?
You don't take any damage. You're good.
Great. She
Yes,
just
so good.
sneezes for a solid 5 seconds of
Yeah,
pain.
yeah.
Cool.
And you do see Petra sees that, and her smile does fade a little bit as she kind of to herself goes, might want to tweak the voltage. And we'll move on to Lucas.
Ix just got electrocuted. So, like, I guess I'm gonna react to a few things since this is all happening at the same time. I want to move. How do I? There we go. I had to ping to me first. I will be moving forward. But as Lucas is like his hands are to his guns because it's time for the guns to come out. But as he's like reaching for it and he's moving forward and he's like moving past Issa, there's gonna be a moment where he just kind of like hisses at her. He's like, "What the fuck was that?"
Do I respond now or do I have to wait till my turn?
You can respond now if you like.
Okay, so he hisses at her and she kind of shoots him a look that is still semi-panicked just from like the situation of everything, but then there's also like a little bit of irritation, which is just like a thing that normally happens when she looks at him. And she says in response, her voice like pitches a little high, which I can't do right now. But she kind of shoots back at him like, "Is that really what you want to talk about right now?"
The fuck is that? No, that's me going, oh wait, that's not her real accent? Or did that accent change? Did it change? Or is that just
It
you?
did.
I just want to know if it was in character. If that was an in character, genuine
That
moment.
was a deliberate attempt at an accent with my broken voice.
All right. Cool.
So whatever I did there was on purpose.
That's all I needed to know. He's gonna look at her like he has never seen her before in his life.
Valid.
It is. But then as he starts to say it, Ix gets electrocuted. And he looks at that, and he looks at her, and he holds his hand back up, and he says, "Never mind, we will come back to this later." And then he's going to turn. He's gonna.
Thank you for putting a pin. Appreciate that we'll come back around to this.
And then he wants to move up so that he can why are no finger keys working? There we go. He's gonna move up so that he is getting in front of there's not like a continuing beam of electric, right? Like it was just like a one shot? Or are they connected still?
I think it was a one shot. Okay.
So then he will put himself up to like straighten up, put himself up, he's got his hand in his gun, and he's gonna look at Petra, and he's gonna be like,
Oh, wait.
What? Bad. If it's continuous lightning, I have a different
I think it's continuous lightning. The duration is 5, so I think that's 5 rounds.
Yep.
Yeah, so...
Shit.
So it's connected still, but it's not hurting at this moment. I have to make a roll every turn.
I think she'll be rolling damage every turn, so the damage will change.
Okay.
All right. So then Wallix is in the midst of getting electrocuted, I suppose.
Yup.
Lucas is gonna move up beside her, and I think there's a moment where, like, if she wasn't actively being electrocuted, I think he'd already be standing in front of her. I don't know how that would work right now. So I think instead he's going to look at Petra and he's going to be like, now that is no way to treat a lady. And then he's going to try to shoot her in the knee.
Okay.
That is no way to treat a lady. Also, kneecap your ass. Equality!
So that's going to be a targeted hit, just so you're aware.
Yeah, that's fine. And I have a
Yeah.
wound from the silver mines.
Let me double check with the. Excuse me. Called hits. Where are they? No, genuinely, where are they? Here they are. So I think we'll count that as limbs. So that'd be a -2 to your attack.
All right. So with a wound, does that make it -3, or is it -2 with target and wound? Or
Yeah, you're adding it up.
okay, so a total of -3.
Yeah.
Okay. I need my.
You can do it.
Not that die. That die. That's the die.
After that perfectly delivered line, yes, please. Please.
I love that. I love that 10 on the D10. So that is an
Oh!
ace. So we're gonna roll that again and get a total of 18.
I was about to lose
Yes.
a kneecap.
Yes!
Is that
Blow
with the
bitch.
-3?
Oh, no, that's a 15.
Still good.
Yeah. Might take a raise away.
Ah.
Was a total said?
Yeah, 15.
Oh, sorry. I must not have caught that.
That's fine.
Yeah, so that's gonna be. Let's see. What is her? Well, isn't that interesting? I never calculated her parry. What
You
is
never thought
parry
she'd
again?
get hit.
I think I thought I did this already, and I just must have missed it.
Oh, fair.
Everything hits.
Parry is
I'm pretty sure it's not 15.
fighting skill plus half your fighting die, rounded down.
It's a 15, I want to cry.
Fighting skill plus half your fighting die? That doesn't make sense.
Yeah, I mean, that's what it told me in the thing. Fighting skill. So 2 plus half of your fighting die, rounded down.
Oh, 2. Okay. So, all right. So, you do notice she is wearing an armored vest.
She's not wearing an armored kneecap.
That's true. So I guess actually that +2 wouldn't help her there. But
Oh my god.
so 15.
Yeah.
That is 3 raises.
Oh
Damn.
God. Fucking blew her leg clean off.
Yikes.
All right, cool. And the first shot is always with the peacemaker. So let's make some peace here in this town. All right.
Just crippled this woman.
So
He
how many raises?
certainly
Like, AKA, how
blew
many
her
extra
knee to
dice
pieces.
am I rolling?
3d6 extra.
3d6 extra. All right. So here are the first 2d6. These are my normal 2d6s. And I can get aces on damage or no?
Yeah, you can.
All right,
You
cool.
can ace on any die.
I adore that. So, does someone want to keep track of math for me now? I will also help keep. I'll help keep track of math.
I'm sorry. Yeah, no, let's go.
All right. So 2d6 plus 1 is the normal roll. So we've got 6 plus 5 plus 4 for my normal damage. Plus 1 is my normal damage. And then 3 extra d6s. 5, 6, 7, 8. So that is 10, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24 points of damage.
I got the same.
I was trying to do math, but then you just kept saying numbers and I lost the
Sorry,
thread.
I was writing them down as I went, so I was able to go a lot faster than I thought I would. Oh, yeah, yep, cool.
She falls down, incapacitated from the pain, being separated from her leg, from the knee down.
Well, so that's 4 raises.
Oh, she's
That
fucked.
sounds like murder.
I don't understand how that works.
She just bleeds out.
So, I think is like you blow the lower half of this woman's leg just clean off.
Ugh.
Oh, probably not clean off. It's not like you're using like a shotgun. I don't know. What type of gun do you have? It's
I
like
have
a pistol,
a Peacemaker. It's a .45.
What's a big pistol?
I think
Oh.
what happens is you hit an artery. So there is just so much blood so quickly. I think she is gonna drop her gun and fall to a knee while trying to clutch that leg. But I think she's gonna bleed out real quick, and
She's bleeding out, and like she starts to fall, and Lucas starts to turn to Ix to be like, "Do you want her alive or?" No, never mind.
I think that we might actually, because since Issa had panicked those guys,
Yeah, I don't know what that means.
I think that in their panic, they see their leader go down and she like bleeds, and they are just running for the hills.
They're gone, dude. They said, "Fuck this! I don't get paid enough for this. Why would he find us? We're gone."
Yeah, so I think this fight is done. God fucking damn, Lucas.
I know that Issa caused the fear, but I would like to imagine that Lucas has brought the fury.
I couldn't help with bullets, so I helped with crowd control.
I only shot one time. That was restraint.
Yeah, it was that was a shot. Yes.
We should probably help Bernard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was gonna say that Arno was 100% running. Once people started running away, he was running towards Bernard.
Yeah.
I want to imagine, since like Dagger and Bryn weren't part of this fight, I want to imagine that like once Dagger saw Bryn get shoved inside, he like ran downstairs and then started like scolding her. But then the whole time there's just like an argument happening inside where she's like, "We gotta go out and help them," and he's like hell, we're going out. You're staying right here, and they're just like arguing in there while like all of this is happening.
I love that. I love that. Right in the entryway too, like right by the door. She didn't get very far before he was like, "God
There's
damn
just
it!"
like fucking gunshots and electricity going off, and Bryn's like, "We gotta go back out there."
The fuck we do? Get inside! I love this. I love that. That's like ending credits scene. You don't get to hear anything, but you can see it happening. I love that.
So, Arno, what are you doing to help Ben?
Well, you see, honestly, is he? Can he like staunch the wound? Is that like common knowledge that he could maybe do, or could he repair him? I don't know.
Well, you can't just repair him. There is a medicine skill that you don't have.
Nope,
So you'll
I
just
didn't
need to
take it.
make a smarts roll.
Okay, I can do that.
Ix does have a first aid kit that she would offer.
Ix is welcome to help. I mean, we're not in initiative anymore, so you guys can all do things.
Oh, cool. She's gonna grab the shotgun first, or the weird thing, and then drag that.
Wait, how does that help?
Arno,
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
Arno got an 11 on his smarts roll.
Okay.
Nice.
You know how to like put pressure on the wound. So you're able to like slow the bleeding while you call for Ix's assistance.
Yep. He might also call like into the saloon to be like, alcohol, please, for sterilizing.
Good thinking.
Okay. I should probably get up the part of the book where it, talks about incapacitation. Now that I think about it.
Might not be a bad plan.
Incapacitated characters may not perform actions. No duh.
It can only tap dance.
Okay, so Tony, I will need you to make a vigor roll, I think.
A what?
A vigor
Vigor.
roll.
It's like a death save.
I heard a fear roll and I was like,
Oh, no.
why?
I got a 3.
Benny.
Do you have a Benny?
Do I want to spend a Benny? Yeah, I guess I
Sure.
will.
Do I
This
want
seems
to?
like a good time to spend one when you're literally
Thank you,
dying.
Kitty. Thank you, Kitty. Thank you. Yes.
I suppose, too. So I got
Good
a 3.
fucking God.
So 3. Because you can, I believe, when you spend a penny, you can still choose the higher result, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So, on a failure, you're gonna roll on the injury table. The injury is permanent, and the character is officially bleeding out. So this would be happening before Arno. I should have technically had Ben do this when he was first incapacitated. So I'll need you to roll a 2d6 now.
Oh gosh.
This is on the injury table?
Yep.
Okay. I'm going to send this to you in secret, GM.
Okay.
Rude.
I think that should only go to you. If somebody else sees it, then
No, you
this
didn't.
app doesn't work.
No, you didn't.
If you saw that, no, you didn't.
Nobody look.
Okay. I will message you.
I love on the map that there's Olivia. Just the NPC. Behind the pies. And it says,
What?
Someone hiding behind the pie.
She's like the Avatar cabbage merchant.
she's like, I don't give a
Not
fuck.
my pies.
See, it would have been really
You know
funny
what?
if
I'm
she
gonna
had come
send
out.
this in Discord because it's being a little bit weird about me private messaging you in one more multiverse.
Petra and
Listen,
her
that's
goons.
because Olivia doesn't give a shit.
Yeah. Petra and her goons are like taking on Jagger and whatever, and Olivia just comes out from behind her stall and she's like, "What the hell do you think you're all doing?" And she just starts beating him with a rolling pin.
What in tarnation?
Right. It's the middle of the day on the
I will whoop
Lord's
your
day.
ass. What are you doing?
Ma'am, if you kick up dirt in these pies, so help me.
I would also like to mention that before I clicked on Levi, I did not know that NPCs could actually sit on horses. That's cool.
I don't think he is.
Oh, I thought she's behind.
No, yeah,
She's
she's behind.
Oh, they just matched the saddle so
Oh,
perfectly
God.
that it looks from afar like they're sitting on the horse.
Yeah, I can see
Oh
it.
yeah. That's fun.
I'm gonna say, Tony, if you don't like this result, you can have a reroll, because I don't want to saddle you with a permanent injury that you don't like.
Let's see. I'm trying to figure out. Strength would determine just the damage. So that would hurt real bad. All right. Yeah, let's do it. I'll take you up on that offer.
Okay. Oh, wait. If you want first. I just realized I misread a thing. You were supposed to roll a d6 to determine exactly which die gets affected by this.
Oh, okay. Let's try it.
Now, I will tell you the three options are agility, vigor, and strength, so if you don't want any of those to be reduced, you could still re-roll on the injury table.
Let's do the reroll. Is it 2d6 again?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. They're in the
Suspense
chat.
is killing me.
Oh my god, dude, you got the same result.
Oof.
What?
Reroll
Ooh.
again.
All right. I'll just take it with the first one that you said. It'll be what it is.
Since you did roll that 1d6, it could be agility instead.
That would be so much worse.
Oh, okay. Then we can stick with strength. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, so with that, Ix, what are you doing to help?
Well, she did grab that gun on the way there, and then she's gonna set it down next to them while she performs healing on Ben.
Okay. Heal then.
Sorry, I had to pull it up. That would be a 5.
I believe that is a success.
Perfect. So it heals one. She heals him for 1 wound.
So he is stabilized with that. So Ben is no longer bleeding out. It won't let me select him. That's not good. Come on, Ben.
Get up,
Get
man!
back up.
There we go.
There we
His-
go.
His lifeline is like way up above him. That was really weird.
But Ben is back up. You still have 2 wounds.
That is better. Thank you.
Yeah, don't mention it. Sit still. You still got some holes in you we gotta fix. Then she'll take out her first aid kit and with Arno's help try and patch Ben up. I do not have a medicine skill, so this would be a D4 for me.
Okay.
Is it a D4 if you don't have the skill? I thought D4 was like the lowest die if you had the skill.
I don't know.
I-
To be honest, I had Arno roll smarts, but then I was also like, but technically that could be better than like, you know.
Yeah, because I mean, I have the basic, which is athletics, stealth.
If you do
Common
not
knowledge
have
and
a
nature.
skill, you roll a d4 plus the wild die and subtract 2 from the highest result.
Okay, so
Thank you.
subtract it. Okay.
That would be a 2.
Well,
Go me.
you tried. The bandages are not really staying.
To be fair, she was electrocuted.
Yeah,
I feel like
yeah.
this is trembling hands.
Thorn is gonna climb on down as this is happening. And he's gonna sidle on up to Issa, of course. And he's just gonna be like, well, damn, look at you. Letting your hair down, casting spells.
Issa, probably as like all of this is happening, she's been hanging back and she's kind of not like super focused now on what's going on around her, and like you probably get the sense that she's still sort of like internally panicking, but is in like a little bit of a freeze mode. But then as Thorn sidles up to her, and then when he mentions casting spells, she kind of jumps and she looks at him and she's like, I don't know what you I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, don't you? I mean, that wasn't the first time, was it?
She kind of gives him a stern look and says, you didn't see anything. And I think she's gonna like turn and try to walk away.
Ooh.
I think he's gonna reach out as if to like grab her, but he does pause from actually doing so. But he is gonna say, "Now, hold on. Hey, you're in good company. I know a thing or two about a thing or two. I ain't gonna judge."
She kind of pauses a little bit and she does glance over her shoulder and say, it's not you I'm worried about.
What is it? Them? Like, kind of gesturing back at the group. So, I mean, they seem like right good folk.
Right. And good folk appreciate this sort of spectacle.
Well, your spectacle did go on and save us a lot of bloodshed. Got one person dead over there, almost two. Could have been 6 people. Maybe 7. I think anything that saves us some bloodshed can't be bad.
She kind of pauses a little bit and like it's like she's processing that, but then she shoots an uncertain look in Lucas's direction. I don't know if he's actually like if he's been paying attention to her or if he's focused on Ben right now, but she kind of glances at him.
I think he's been kind of watching what's going on with Ben, but I don't think he's kind of known what to do. He can be not an earshot if you want. Like, I'm fine with him like
No,
not hearing.
well,
what's
no,
going on.
it's fine if he can overhear if you want. Like I don't. Is he paying attention to Issa right now, or is he not paying attention to Issa right now? Is it guys? I guess would be my question.
I think if she raised her voice at all, he would have looked back at her in their conversation.
I mean,
It sounded like she did at least at one point, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, she wasn't like controlling her volume per se.
Then yeah.
Okay, so if he's looking at her, what is his expression?
I think he still just kind of looks confused about it all. Like that look earlier where he's like, I don't know who you are. Kind of like, what is this? But it doesn't look like upset.
She'd kind of look at him for a second, and then she turns back to Thorn, and she just says, "Look, I need to go."
Well, now, hold on a sec. You mean like leave town?
No, right this second. I don't know. I can't be here.
How about you come on into the saloon? We all debrief or whatever. You have a drink. Maybe settle your nerves a bit. And we talk a bit.
What is there to talk about?
Well, I'm mighty curious to find out why our little blonde girl over there is getting chased by all these daddies. For one. I want to also maybe find out, who this niece of mine is, especially since she almost got herself, caught up in all this. And I'm also a little bit curious if you would, someone maybe cast a spell back in the cave too.
You can see with that last bit, her expression like goes stony.
he kind of like holds up his hands a bit and goes like, not to be accusatory, I thought that was some real good thinking. That fight we were in, probably all would have died if we couldn't see. Just saying, you did good there too.
She doesn't say anything, but after a moment she just crosses her arms and she doesn't keep walking away.
And he'll kind of grin at you. And he goes, maybe I can buy you another drink.
She kind of just gives him another deadpan look, like, really? Now?
I ain't
She doesn't
hitting
say
on
anything,
you.
that's what the look says.
Yeah, he catches the look, but he just has like, I ain't hitting on you. I'm just, you seem like you really do need it. And you seem like the type of person who wouldn't buy yourself a drink because you'd rationalize it and all. So I'm just encouraging you to settle your nerves with a drink by buying it for you.
I think in this particular moment, we can just safely assume that she continues silently staring at him deadpan, and if he wants to talk himself into the sunset, he is welcome to.
He is probably going to talk himself into the sunset.
Okay, she doesn't really have... She's reached her capacity for dialogue right now.
But yeah. So Lucas, Arno, Ben, what y'all doing?
Trying to patch up Ben again.
Yep. Going inside, I would think.
The
Arno
little
would
girl,
help
is
Ben
she
inside.
okay?
Yeah, you did good.
You
Yeah,
Do you
guys
want to
Good
say right
question.
about then that the door bursts open?
Oh, probably. Bryn bursts on out, followed by Dagger, who looks, a little bit rough around the edges,
Frazzled.
emotionally speaking. Yeah, frazzled. You catch the snippet of him being like, I told you, it's All right, well, there's a dead body there. Oh, at least it's not alive.
Bryn like bursts out and she sees Ben and she's like about to say thank you to him for like helping, but then she sees how beat up he looks and then she's like, "What happened to you, pancakes?"
I just took a few hits. I will be all right. I am glad to see that you are safe.
Oh, you didn't have to do that for us.
It was no problem, maybe a little problem, but it was okay.
You want more pancakes?
I would love more pancakes, yes.
Oh, let's.
She... Sorry. Go ahead.
No, sorry, I didn't realize Tony was unmuted. You go ahead. I'm just commentating.
Oh, I was just gonna say that Bryn would just like hold her hand out to Ben like she was gonna like lead him back in.
Aw.
He'll take her hand and like limp back into the building.
Aw.
We can all head back into the saloon now, if we like.
Oh, well, while everyone's doing that, Ix, knowing where everyone's at, she's gonna go dig through the pockets of Petra.
Yeah, you do find that she has an armored vest. It's a +2. You could take that off of her. It will malfunction on a crit fail soak roll. Other than that, she probably has like $50 on her person. Probably nothing else of distinct note, I think, besides the electric cannon, of course.
Okay. She doesn't have a picture of Ix at all or anything like that?
No, she knew what Ix looked like, so
Cool. Alright. I will add these to my inventory. Well, the gun I don't think Ix will keep. She might try and dismantle it, but she wants to identify it first.
I'm just gonna travel everyone to the Thirsty Tomb, I think.
Thank you.
And I will put Bryn and Dagger on the map in here. I thought they were on the map, actually, but oh well.
I'm sure that Eska's probably around now too. I'm imagining that he was like locked in a closet or something during the whole like because he wouldn't have let them
yeah.
take Bryn without a fight, so they had to take care of the dog first.
Yeah, probably.
But he's been let out now. He's just like hovering around Bryn anxiously.
Every time I tried to move, it was like, "Do you want to leave the saloon?" It's like, "No."
Is the saloon as full as it looks on the map?
I think so because people probably hid in here.
Okay.
Again.
Yeah.
Then I think Issa's like probably even more nervous making her way through and kind of just like she's like simultaneously nervously like sidelong glancing at everybody but also like kind of trying to avoid like actually looking at anyone.
I think Thorn, I had him going ahead of her, but I think he would actually stay by her side and walk alongside her as she enters. It seems like he's subtly trying to at least block any stray gazes on at least one side of the room. And you do note that he is standing on the busier, well, between you and the busier side of the saloon.
Yeah, and it might not even be that she's actually drawing that much attention, but she probably feels like she is.
Yeah.
Coming into the saloon, people that are here have been, you said they were like hiding from the commotion, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. Coming in, whatever his demeanor had been outside, when he comes in, Lucas is all smiles, all like full on full ass confidence, and he kind of just smiles and beams at everybody, and he says, "Well, everybody, just another day in Dust Hollow. Everything is taken care of outside. You are welcome to roam the streets once again if you so choose, and if you'd like to stay, well, I think I can handle a round of drinks on me for a job well done."
Well, people might have left the saloon, but she just offered them a
Oh.
free round of drinks.
Well, we tried.
It's to go. It's to go. You have to take them to go.
To go, yeah, right.
Take a shot and leave. That's how this works. Make a line.
How about a free round of drinks later tonight on me and celebrate? We'll amend.
The
My
look
goal
on
is
our
for them
face
to
when
leave.
he was like a free round of drinks before he said on me is the kind of like, excuse you? Oh, okay, that's fine. That's fine.
Don't worry.
Yeah, Arno's still getting his money.
Exactly. I wouldn't dream of putting more than my own tab on Arno. Yeah, no. Later, he amends. He hastily amends, realizing in the moment.
I
You
will treat you all the
definitely-
drinks, but not right now.
Later.
I
tonight.
think that amending gets like some groans. But people will gradually empty out of, maybe not every single person, but like a bunch. But yeah, what are you guys doing?
Arno is getting everyone food and drinks.
Sorry, what was that?
Arno's getting everyone food and drinks. Pancakes
okay.
apparently for Ben, which means he'll have to like make more because it's way past breakfast time, so there's probably not any going right now.
Ben
And
almost
coffee
died.
if it is not too much trouble.
Coffee.
Always.
Coffee, the lifeblood of the West.
Give the man his coffee. He almost died.
Oh,
Yeah, Ben's probably taking it easy. I don't think he has any specific plans. So he's gonna eat pancakes and drink coffee.
messed up.
I think Arno, as you get him pancakes and coffee, Dagger will hand you a couple of dollars and say, "I'll pay for his. And if you're gonna put it on the house anyway, I'll pay anyway."
Are you sure? I could just add it to your like night, so you can stay here a while longer, if you like. We're not doing really well on saying that we're like a safe place, but I promise this is not normal.
I wasn't gonna say anything about leaving just yet. I think I need a night to settle my nerves.
That is fair. Would you like anything? Whiskey.
Whiskey, yeah.
He would give
And
him
to be frank,
half.
what?
He would give him a half smirk. He is not glaring at Dagger anymore.
Okay.
They get like a little half smirk because they did defend, the saloon. So
Fair. And they are gonna kind of look at you, Ben, and go, "Consider it my thanks for saving my daughter."
I'm just happy I could help.
Bryn's just sitting there. She's sitting there like, ah, shucks, that would have been okay. I was this close to having bitten his finger off.
It just occurred to me since he burrowed under the ground, Ben's probably just covered in dirt right now. He doesn't even care.
Bran approves.
New best friend status.
We really need to like get you a bath or something, Bernard. That's not good for wounds.
That will be the next thing after pancakes.
He would call up to one of his girls to like, start setting up a bath for Ben.
Oh yeah, they can definitely do that. How about the rest of you? Anything else you want to unpack as we get into the saloon? I'm sure there's a lot to talk about.
Understatement.
I love that, Beth. He's like, you can pick literally any number of topics at this point.
You could talk about, all the hints drop between Dagger and Thorn, all of the Issa stuff, all of the Lucas stuff, all of the Ix stuff,
I mean, there's a list. Are we all at the same table? Are we all around the table? Are we all?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Arno's just getting drinks, and then he's drinks and food, and then he'll settle down with us.
I'm just checking.
Ix would have asked for a double.
Because if we're all in the same area, and now that the people have basically cleared out, I think Lucas would lean like one arm on the table, like one hand on the table, and kind of just give like a very casual glance around, and he's gonna say, "Now, I will start by saying I am the last person who has interest in asking questions because I understand what that means. So rather than asking questions, I will say, does anyone feel like sharing anything new after what went down out there today?"
I love that. I love that invitation. Ix is gonna look at him deadpan and just like raise a brow, like, no.
Who is your daddy?
An asshole. I'd like to think that was obvious.
Yes, but who though? Because the goons ran away, but that also means that they're probably showing that this is the last place you were. So, I'm expecting more at some point.
Oh, likely 3, if my math doesn't fail me. All right. If y'all absolutely must know, there was a disagreement at the family ranch. I had different ideas on how to run the place. Daddy disagreed. An altercation may or may not have happened, and I may or may not have skipped off in the night, not having to deal with assholes who don't listen to opinions just because they're not his. Well, he didn't take too kindly to me leaving, so he gets these goons, calls themselves cousins, 5 of them weirdos, all of them, and they start hunting me down.
Okay. Question is still, who is your daddy?
I don't like your perception much, you know that?
Oh, but I have such a lovely smile, though. It kind of cuts it a little bit, don't it?
God damn it, it does.
Mm.
Fuck you. All right. His name is Nimter Severin. He runs a mine.
Thorn. Oh, sorry. Go on.
No, you're good.
Thorn is just gonna go. Wait, your daddy's Nimterus Severin? He, the leader of the 5-headed vipers?
One and the same.
Just checking. Am I supposed to be intimidated?
Is that said in
In
character? Or
in character.
okay?
In character.
I mean, you could choose to not be intimidated, but you know, he's kind of one of the. Let's put it this way: if you're able to run one gang, that's a feat. But this is like running 5 gangs in one. It's each of those Vipers has their own little gang, like you saw. You know, what's the face with the blue coat with all her little goons? And I mean, you guys didn't see the green Viper on the train, though. No, I'm putting it together. They're all wearing coats. Green Viper, blue Viper. So you got what? Red Viper, white Viper, and then your daddy, who's the black Viper. Is that right?
You know an awful lot about Daddy.
I know a lot about, outlaws and shit out here in the West. I've run across plenty of them.
Yes, but the point is I'm out in the middle of nowhere. I'm at the literal end of the line. He still sends these goons after me. Besides, even if I go home, I'm just gonna be a prisoner. You don't want me for nothing else other than to prove a point.
You can't have that.
We most certainly cannot. So my sharing time is done. I think it's someone else's turn. She takes the rest of her whiskey, just like pounds it back.
Glance around the table just to see if anyone's offering.
Thorn leans back against the bar a bit where he's sitting and just goes, well, come on, who wants to share their little secrets next?
Oh, well, you spoke up, so. He, like, taps his nose, like, nose goes, you go. You're up.
Arno, as you say that, Dagger smirks into his drink.
Yes.
Foot meet mouth.
And Thorn just goes, oh, I mean, I don't know that I got a lot of secrets. I mean, I wasn't really a secret. I had a brother, I just didn't know I was gonna meet him here. But hey, you all see, I got a brother, got a niece, apparently. Yeah, that's about me. That's me in a nutshell, right there.
No, incorrect. Nuh-uh. You know, you're dancing around a bush right now.
I'm dancing around a bush. I don't see a bush, and I ain't moving my legs.
For the love of hell. You couldn't have been more vague if you wanted to.
Listen, what do you want to know about me?
Details. Details. Like why you were so surprised your brother was here. You keep saying, oh, I didn't expect to see him. He seems to think that you thought he was dead by your hand. Can we unpack that little detail?
So why are you so good with spirits? Can we also unpack that? Because,
We're gonna follow up with that.
Dagger is gonna go and say, he didn't kill me. Nothing like that. He just was gonna. Before I ran away. And Thorn immediately goes, I wasn't gonna kill ya. It was a ruse. That was it. And Dagger immediately goes, oh yeah, pointing a gun at me. That's a ruse. Thanks for letting me in on the show. And Thorn goes, listen. And he sees all of you, or he looks around at all of you and goes, it's a bit of a long story, but ages ago. We were grown up on a ranch with a family, and we got attacked, raided by the Wise gang, and it was as bad as you could imagine. And before you can finish, Dagger goes, "And you just run off with them." And Thorn immediately snaps back and goes, "I didn't choose to. And you know that. I got carried off." And Dagger goes, "Yeah, we might have been unwilling then, but wasn't unwilling by the time I caught up to you, now was it?" And Thorn sighs a little bit and goes, "It ain't that easy. I was gonna leave with you. I mean, when you showed up that night to come and rescue me, I thought we could sneak away together. And then Avery woke up, and as soon as he was seeing what was going on, I knew that he might try to drag you in on this too, and or worse, hurt you. And I didn't want to have that happen. I'd already spent ages, it felt like, being bullied around by them and having to do whatever they said. Just the hell I didn't want to wish on you. So came up with the whole spirit thing and tried to lie my way through it and give you a chance to escape." And you guys see Dagger take this in without a cutting remark this time. And they don't seem like they totally want to believe it, even if it sounds plausible. But they kind of just like sink back and against the wall a bit and take a sip of their whiskey, probably draining the cup at this point. And Thorn shrugs his shoulders and then kind of gestures at you, Arno, and goes, "And I guess that's why I'm good with spirits too. Started out lying about them and then started seeing them for real. And went and befriended one. Got me out of the Wise gang."
You're friends with a spirit?
Oh. Much as one can be friends with one, yeah. We got a deal going on. That's how I do my magic. Sort of work through them.
Do you
They
always
like
need
good-
ghosts to do magic? Like, is that a thing?
I mean, not everybody, but I do. And they're not necessarily ghosts. I mean, they're the spirits of the world. Some of them are ghosts, some of them are, more like nature spirits.
Well, all right. Out of everything I had conjured, none of that was it.
Oh, I hope it ain't disappointing.
No, not even a mite.
What? That's
So
me.
how does
Huh?
everyone do magic? He would like look around at everybody and they kind of like then went into the ground. Tiffany, he would like look at her and be like, can do earth magic too. Eloise scared the shit out of those men somehow.
I don't know. One, it's a little weird to ask somebody how they do their magic, and two, magic isn't exactly widely accepted in some parts. So, best if we don't go telling people about the magics we all seem to possess in this room. It just puts a target on you. There's crazy bounty hunters out there, I'm just saying.
Side eye at Dagger.
When Ix makes that comment about like magic isn't accepted in a lot of places, Issa like scoffs quietly, but it has the essence of "you're telling me." She doesn't say it,
I appreciate that. I appreciate that.
Yeah, Arno
Just
would
little
like
agreement.
put his hands up and be like, I mean, you all have saved us or extremely helped us with it, so you don't have to worry about me spilling anything. I'm just. This is a whole new world that I did not know kind of existed until, I got haunted, so I'm just very curious.
That is upsetting. I'm sorry you had to go through these last couple of days. Shoot, you just woke up one morning and this shit happened.
Well, it's nice to know that there's like not just scary I'ma haunt you until you die magic. That's very, it's actually very comforting to know, but
I can see how that would definitely bring comfort, yes. Not all magic is meant to maim. Majority of it is, though.
scary bone demon magic,
I tell you what, though, if I could do that, I'd get a lot done.
you would think be like, I could dust so much stuff if I had a tall ass demon.
Dustin. Oh, no, you are rare. I'll
Like-
tell you.
Picking up the boxes and stuff. I'm not.
I can pick up
Oh, like-
boxes.
Speaking of, how about we unpack some of yours?
Unpack what? All my stuff's in the office.
Honey, stupid don't look good on you, so don't act it.
This ain't an act. It's all
Oh,
genuine.
honey,
This is 100% free range stupid.
That's like the beginning of a Jackass ad. Please don't do this at home. Oh, sorry. Yeah, like, how is it? You have a bounty on your head, Sheriff, and yet you're convinced somebody else is doing this on your behalf? I just make it make sense.
Make what makes sense? Clearly, somebody got his panties in a twist and mistook me for somebody else.
Right, like I mistook for somebody else.
I mean, it worked for you for a little while.
It did, though. Which is all the more reason for me to believe that's working for you now.
Dagger goes, I wouldn't count on it working for you for too long. But I'll give you this. I don't think I'm gonna collect your bounty after today.
He blinks. You're not?
There's some pretty good shooting out there. And if it weren't for your good shooting, I don't know where my daughter would be right now, so.
Ah. Shucks. Well. He offers a hand.
Ooh.
He considers your hand for a moment, and then takes the hand.
Gives it a nice shake.
Friendly shake. A little too enthusiastic, but it's there.
You know, there's certain things that you just, you offer a nice enthusiastic handshake over. Trading a bounty is one of those things.
Which I think at that time, when you're
Oh,
having
God.
this little friendly handshake, Thorn speaks up and goes, hey, I shot the guy that was holding your daughter. I could do with a little bit of thanks or recognition. And Dagger just goes, yeah, which was reckless as hell. What if you had hit her? And not to mention, look at what happened to your friend here after you went and started all that trouble. Gesturing to Ben. So
Wow.
In
Damn.
Lucas's head, he's just like, I am so glad I did not take that shot. Thought about it. So glad.
Your instincts were right. Is there like food on the table for everybody, or was it just Ben's food?
I think that's up to Arno, which Andy is muted.
I'm sorry, I got distracted by my cat. What happened?
I'm just curious, this is purely for flavor and ridiculousness, but is there food on the table for everybody, or was it just like Ben who was getting pancakes?
Oh no, he would have gotten everybody food. It's just like unless everyone wanted pancakes, he would get like a more time appropriate meal going.
What this is a very specific question, but is there anything in the food that would make for a small projectile? Like a berry or a
Carrots.
nut or something?
Little baby carrots.
Chocolate chip.
Sure, chocolate.
Again, if it's for Bryn would get pancakes. But like besides Ben, he'd want everyone to move to like the savory preparing for evening meals.
Corn.
Peas.
Perfect. Peas.
Potatoes.
Okay. That's perfect. Because I was gonna say that like as Lucas and Dagger are having this like heartfelt moment with the handshake, Bryn is just like leaning down by the edge of the table, carefully taking aim, and she just flicks a pea at Lucas's head.
With her hand
Athletic.
or with her slingshot?
Oh, with her finger.
Please, I want to see this hit.
Do it.
I don't know if I need to roll for it.
Oh no, it hits. We're just gonna say it hits.
Oh, I love Bath's total confidence. No. I'll allow it.
Handshake. Ow! The hell?
It's immediately Dagger goes, Bryn. Table manners.
She kind of pouts a little bit, but like sits up.
Now hold on. What was that one for?
She just shrugs and says, I don't know. You got a funny looking face.
You can't see the fact that I just like leaned on this table and glared in front of me. But
It's okay, because I'm losing it.
Dagger.
Does Lucas look offended?
Lucas looks offended and he splutters a bit and then he finally gets out a rude.
She's like, not bad, funny.
What other kind of funny is there?
I don't know. The kind that you flick a pea at.
Fine.
Dagger is. Oh, sorry.
I just. Lucas goes, fine. You know what? I will be the bigger person here.
So finally, Dagger is gonna shake his head at Bryn a little bit. There's a little bit of a smirk of like, he's a little bit entertained by this. But he is just gonna go, don't mind her. I mean, you're a criminal, but you ain't half bad looking one.
I am. Thank you.
I see the gears turning in real time. I was like, think carefully about your answer here, Fletcher.
No, I wanted it. The pause was so good. I'm sitting here, I'm like, do it, ruin it so hard.
The
Thank you.
pause
I'm like,
was particularly beautiful because I only processed the second half of what Dagger said mid indignation.
oh god. Oh, that was beautiful.
Yep. Shuts his mouth wisely.
Well,
Also,
all right.
true to his word, Thorn will order Issa a drink of her choice, although he'll of course ask her what she drinks. I don't know what she drinks.
That's an excellent question. I have not given thought to what she drinks.
Roll a die. I don't know. I don't have a list. I don't have a list of
I
alcohol.
was gonna say, for what?
I don't know. I like how I said roll a dice, and I was like, I'm not prepared for my own suggestion.
I feel like, okay, I feel like she would just give like a knee-jerk response of water, but if he wants to get her something else, she'll probably take whatever it is that he gives her.
All right. Yeah, he will probably at the knee-jerk response of water, he'll probably make a comment of like, you need something stronger than that. And if she doesn't state anything, he'll probably order her a whiskey. Likely just being like, you seem tough enough to handle a whiskey.
I feel like I'm just imagining that it like gets handed to her as like the kind of whiskey that you like expect somebody to sip on, but she just like kind of takes it, stares at it for a second, and then just throws the whole thing back in one shot.
Damn.
He looks impressed.
She'll
That
put
kind
the
of
glass,
quaint.
the empty glass, back down on the bar, and then slightly grudgingly, but meaning it, will say, "Thank you."
You want another?
That's
I'm
not
still
Tim
paying.
Fate.
You know, that's fair. That's fair. We got some bad luck going for all of us, it sounds like. Bounty hunters, ghosts, vipers. Speaking of vipers, Ix, you
God damn it.
it's more so something that I should have mentioned earlier, but I kind of forgot.
Oh. Okay, I'm here.
When Thorn was talking about his backstory, and I think maybe it's something like maybe the gears start turning because like it was told in, he mentioned the Wise Gang, and you're kind of like, Wise Gang? Why does that sound familiar? And then the name that you said, Avery, it occurs to you, Avery Wise is one of the Vipers. The newest Viper, in fact, in your dad's gang. And he is the Red Viper, known for particularly arson. His nickname is Wildfire Avery. Or Wildfire Wise.
Fun. That's great.
But yeah, it's a little tidbit for you. Clicks into place as you guys settle in with some drinks and food.
Does Issa I don't know, like post whiskey shot or whatever, does Issa stop looking as noticeably agitated?
I will say yes, with the caveat that she now just looks very thoughtful in like a calculating way. It's like she's trying to think through something in her mind, and she's just kind of like really internally focused right now.
Okay. Uh, ignoring every bit of that. um, at one point in time, Lucas would lean towards her a little bit, and he would just ask, "So, Asa, you through the jitters enough to maybe talk about what happened out there?"
She kind of blinks and looks up at him, and then there's a slight pause before she says, "What's that to talk about?"
"Oh, I don't know. Maybe the fact that your hair went like poof in all different directions. Those little guys went running."
Doran immediately chimes in with just, that was you looked right pretty there. Like,
See? Good move, good words. See? Anyway, I didn't say that, so.
Oh, I'm just gonna piggyback off what he said.
Thorin might have been knee-jerk about to be like, that was hot, until he was like, that's not how you speak to a lady.
You learned a thing or two from Lucas. Thank you for not shooting me in the kneecap as an alternative.
Oh, God.
That's not in character. That was just me making jokes.
Damn.
Sorry, rewind. What was Lucas asking again? I've already lost the thread.
Oh, he asked if she was willing to talk about what happened outside. He said, "What's there to talk about?" And he's like, "Your hair was all like whoosh," and then all those guys got all freaked out and went running.
She kind of just like, she like stiffens a little bit, but then she just huffs and says, "It's not like it's nothing you haven't seen before."
It's a lot of things I haven't. Have I seen that before? Is that what those looks were?
What?
She just like waves a hand and says, "Close enough. Look, we don't." It's not something I was planning to make a show of. But the situation was spiraling out of control very quickly, and I don't know, I just acted on instinct.
You know that's not a bad instinct to have, right? You seem upset that you had a good instinct.
Yeah, well, I didn't ask to be born with poison in my veins, so
Like literal poison?
no, Lucas. Metaphorical poison.
He looks relieved.
Bro, I'm trying to be serious.
I mean,
himbo.
I can't.
Issa's like, I don't know whether to be impressed that you even know what a metaphor is at this point.
Damn.
I mean, what you have seems like a gift to me.
Seems like what? I missed that word.
A gift.
Okay.
Not according to the rest of the world.
Yeah, well, the world's wrong about a thing or two. At
Yes,
least
well,
some of the time.
Those of you living out here don't have to live with it every day.
Oh, ain't that why you came out west? I thought that was.
I came out west for the exact reason I said I did. I was doing research.
What are you researching?
In simplest terms, exactly what it is that goes on beyond the borders of civilization.
Do you have enough paper? You might need more paper.
I'm pretty good at observing.
It's not even that. You just to record these last 2 days alone. I do not envy that homework. No.
Yes, well, I got a little more than I bargained for, that's for sure.
You and me both, sister. My God. You think it'd be good to sleep tonight? We just lock the doors.
I want to say yes.
You can get some sleep.
Last
I'll keep watch.
Well, that's mighty kind of you.
That's what I do.
What are you, made of stone?
One night of no sleep doesn't hurt anybody. You know that.
that is a bold-faced lie.
She looks scandalized when he says that in front of everybody.
She goes, just the air in the room gets sucked into her lungs.
She's like, I can't believe you just said that in public.
Said what? That I don't sleep sometimes?
No, she doesn't say that out loud, but like that's the look that's on her face.
Oh God, that's even better.
He has no idea why he's getting that look back. What?
Oh, come on, he's not that dense.
He's not that dense, but he did not mean it in that way.
Uh-huh, sure he didn't.
Wow, there's a lot going on in these couple looks, guys.
Well, you
Feel
know
like
what they
Rocky-
say, after enough time, you can hold a conversation without words, so.
It's true.
Oh my God.
Arno is just looking between the two of them with the most entertained little grin and the kind of like, I don't know the full context of this, but it is fun.
I think Thorn is gonna go, so, how do you two know each other again?
Oh, that is a good question.
Because, you definitely know each other.
Oh, I would love to know the foundation of this relationship.
There is no relationship.
Not anymore.
Oh!
Ooh-hoo-hoo.
I feel like the lady has something she needs to add to your story, Sarah.
Well, I'm not here to kick out the foundation of this cozy little life he's built for himself.
And consider it self-kicked, and he looks towards Dagger.
Damn.
You dug your grave, he says.
I did no such thing! That doesn't happen until you've been here for at least 5 years.
Oh. Is that a prerequisite? You gotta sign papers?
I mean, the graveyard's only so big, you know?
You got plenty of land if you go a little west.
Yeah, but it's not sanctified ground. It's not the same thing. People get very upset.
You got priests! Wow!
We already established that there's no church here.
Yeah, it's true. Listen, do you honestly think I'd be here if this place was religious?
No one's allowed to die here. We don't have the right tools.
How exactly did you end up here, and why, by the way?
It gives her, like, a dumb look. He's like, I got on the train. Eventually they kicked me off the train. Knock. Here I am.
Wow. I follow that logic, actually.
Thank you.
We didn't have a sheriff at the time, so, you know.
So you just hired the first guy who stepped off a train with a gun?
Excuse me.
No,
I had a
he
badge.
proved himself.
A bat?
I said badge.
Oh, a badge. Yeah, where does one find a sheriff's badge on the train on the way here?
You did not roll into town with a badge, Lucas. You were bestowed a badge in town after proving yourself, as Arno said.
Yeah,
Wow.
Arno would give him
The
such
game
a look
master
and
has just stepped in, being like, "Okay,
I felt like I needed to clarify that.
I'm laying down the law."
Sorry, I take
Arno
it
would be
back.
giving him a look when he said, "I came in with it," because he's like, "Bitch, we gave it to you."
Sorry, it's just such a firm part of me that I forget what life was like without it. Just-
Oh, I can't tell if that's better or not.
He's very attached to his badge.
he
Oh, how
gleams from
comforting
his
to
face.
know that your life before the badge was so forgettable.
Excuse me.
Oh,
He looks like he looks ready to like round on her on that, and then he's just like, I don't think he has the words that he thought he was gonna have when he went around on her with that.
As in, he has no words, or he has other words.
I think for a minute there's no words,
Okay.
and then I think he just scoffs a bit.
so what I'm gleaning from this exchange is you left a life behind and either didn't tell a certain someone or you. I can't. No, I feel like that's what it is. That you just skipped town. Is that what happened?
Is it skipping town if you've got no reason left to be there?
Oh damn! You telling me that woman right there is nothing?
Don't put words in my mouth.
Then start speaking 'em, cowboy.
Don't worry, he was off leash when he left.
Off leash. What does that mean?
They went together when he.
I feel like I should have known that.
It's okay. You had some whiskey.
It's just
You-
yeah, it's just totally getting smashed. She's like, all right, damn. I'll
I like how
hold
they're
my
both
curiosity
totally
back.
dancing around the subject, but like not actually saying exactly what it was.
Mm-hmm.
Question has not actually been answered. It's true.
Yeah. Arno would be
Alright.
like, okay, so you were together at some point and then split. And then you hightailed your butt over here.
Awfully simple way to put it.
You are not given details, either of you. So, like, we're doing the best that we can.
Yeah, so you guys had a bad breakup and you took it bad, so then you got on the train to leave. I mean, that's what it looks like.
It was better that I wasn't in town anymore. Better for both of us.
Is that why you robbed a land baron? I had nothing to do with that, by the way.
Oh shit, you did rob that man?
Side eyes dagger.
I don't know why you're looking at me like, ah, damn. I already know you did it. You admitting it ain't gonna change a damn thing.
Damn.
I did what I had to do. And when that was done, I was done.
What do you mean you had to do it?
Well, what else does that mean? It means I had to do it.
Why?
Didn't want to
Why
do it.
did you have to do it?
Because sometimes even I will do what I'm told when somebody says to.
Okay.
Somebody
who
told you
it?
to rob the bank. Or whatever it was. I already forgot what the...
Some guy.
Land Baron.
Some guy.
Direction.
Yeah, it's
Yes.
okay.
He was-
He's got a pretty forgettable name.
Something
I know Issa's supposed to...
I've
Yeah,
read
I know
I've
Issa
read
was
it,
supposed to
yeah.
remember, and he was... What was he, like a merchant
He was
or
like
a
some techno guy.
industry guy?
Yeah,
Yeah, he was
industry
Industrialist?
baron.
Industry baron, okay. I said land baron, whatever.
I
It was
mean,
close enough.
basically
Made
the same
sense.
thing, right? You said that, and I was like, yeah, that checks.
Sounds
Yeah,
right.
I didn't think anything of it either. I was like, oh, all right.
Just another capitalist scumbag.
Add me
Yeah.
now. I forget what the question was, though. Was the question was, oh, you just had to? I don't remember.
Something like... I think... Me and Andy
Basically,
asked more or less the same thing. It was like something along the lines of like, oh, so somebody told you to do it?
yeah.
Yeah.
Basically, we're getting at, can we get details?
I'm working on it. I don't have these details. Put me
Spit
on
'em
the
out.
spot. I think I wrote this down actually. Nope, wrong one. Yeah, there we go. I don't got names, guys. All right, I don't got names.
That's fine.
I didn't even have his name till Past was like, "Give me a name," and then I made him pick it out. Yeah. I got in a little too deep with some people whose names I totally know, but I'm not telling you.
Sorry, I didn't mean to laugh, but that was funny.
It wasn't my intention to get back with them, but they had a very convincing argument, and I saw more downsides to declining than taking the job.
Thorin is gonna go, so you got blackmailed, is what I'm assuming.
What's there to
Right.
blackmail me about?
Well, obviously something. I don't know why you're denying it.
I was like, I don't know why you're denying it. Lucas just like side glances towards Isa and then quickly looks away.
I mean, the alternative to I got blackmailed into doing crime is I did crime willingly.
Wow.
I mean, to put it bluntly, yeah.
No, it's true. It's true. They knew a few things that I'd rather not dredge back up. And if swindling whatever his name is, Dalton, whatever, out of half his funds was what it took, then technically it was supposed to be out of like 3/4 of his funds. But
His funds? Damn.
listen, you were very excited when you first heard about this. I don't know why you're
No.
definitely getting details.
No, I'm not. This damn is not a like. How could you? This damn is like. Very important.
Dagger is gonna go, you know, if I had to guess, I'd say your friends back east got you into this last job. Sounds like they threw you down the river. If you're the only one who's got the bounty on them.
Sure sounds like it. Guess they didn't like that I only gave them 1/4 of it back. Train tickets are expensive.
That's not wrong.
Look, it's not something I wanted to do. I was supposed to be out of it. I did it, and I'm done now. I'm a man of the law. Got the badge and everything.
My first thought is because there is one NPC left on the map, just little potatoes on the other side of the bar, lifting his beer and going, "And your air, sheriff!"
Thank you, potatoes.
Nobody in Dust Hollow gives a shit that he used to be a criminal.
Extra drink for that person over there.
Yep, potatoes.
Issa kind of gives Lucas a thoughtful look, and then she asks, "How long?"
How long what? I was gonna try to be cool and like answer it only with half a question, but actually I think I need the context.
You said that they got you back in. How long were you working for them before that?
Oh, you're gonna make me make up numbers? God damn.
I'll save you being specific, and then
Good.
she can just add on. Was it the whole time?
Not the whole time. When I asked you, I was out. That was it. But
I don't think she has words for that, so.
oh, there you go. That's fair. That's fair.
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
No, I was gonna say he could also have said, because I don't know exactly how long ago, because we didn't figure this out.
Yeah.
But he will mention the time that when he brings up getting back in, the time frame he gives you is probably the time frame when things started, a little before things started going really downhill.
Okay. She kind of takes that in and sits with it.
That's it. That's my turn. I'm done now. All right, who's next? Let's drink.
Damn.
He's gonna finish his now.
Thorn is gonna go, maybe we save some of the sharing for the morning. Sounds like it's been a night rife with emotional turmoil and dredging up the past even more. Might be a little rough for everybody.
Sleep sounds great. She's gonna march her ass upstairs. Oh wait, can I do another first aid check on Ben? Can I try that?
Yeah.
Here's to hoping. Please don't make this bad. -2. -2. What number is this? That is a 2. I failed. She still
Thank
doesn't
you
know
for
if it all goes
trying.
to-
But you are right, sleep sounds excellent.
Yeah. You guys are able to return to your rooms as you see fit.
Lucas is actually going to take that. He's going to set up watch.
Okay.
So he'll probably do that thing where you sit on a little rocking chair with a gun in your lap.
Yep.
I think at some point during the night, if you choose, Dagger will offer to take a shift, basically. If you
That's
would
fine.
like to get some rest during that time, you can. If you'd prefer to just stay up with Dagger, I don't think he'd turn that down either.
There's a second rocking chair.
Okay.
How many rocking chairs does this saloon have?
2, one on either side of the door. It's standard procedure.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Every Wild West porch has several rocking chairs. It's what else do you have to do during the day?
Thank you. Yes. True
But yeah.
hobbies.
You guys are able to get some sleep.
I get my PowerPoints back.
Yeah, and I think wounds heal as well during that time. Tony, the thing you linked, so that was actually the roll that you did earlier that you failed. Which was why I said on a failure it's permanent and your character is bleeding out. So the part you highlighted wouldn't apply. But since I feel like, I don't know, having your strength lowered by 1 whole die is a lot. Especially so early in this game, I feel like. So
I agree. It feels
Yeah.
like a lot.
yeah. So I think that we're gonna say that it's not permanent in this case. And you can just have like a real gnarly scar on like your chest. So
Oh, I see. I totally missed the part under failure. I think I might
Yeah.
be sleepy. I
No, you're
highlighted
fine.
everything but the relevant part, so good job, team. Dang,
But
a permanent injury. That's pretty severe.
yeah,
I feel like
and
this game is designed to be brutal.
I think so.
guess.
And there are a lot of house rules for that. Like honestly, I think with the way the enemy had rolled, you should have died outright, but I decided to go with incapacitated because dying outright just doesn't sound fun. So, and that's like a house rule that a wild card can only take 3 wounds max in 1 hit. So, which I've generally applied to all of you guys because I don't want you dying from a single attack.
You're appreciated, but thank you for letting
Yeah.
the NPC die to 1 hit.
I did, yeah, because I mean, I don't want to drag it out either. I considered letting her bleed out, but I was like, no, this is more fun. So, yeah. But yeah, that's the session for today.
Woo.
Yay!
Yeah. We got to RP, we got to share some secrets, share some backstory.
Oh, when that goon was dragging Bryn out of that frickin' inn, I was like, "Oh, you gonna die!" Like, and then Lucas straight up blows the leg off this chick. Like, we don't do that here.
Not in my town.
It's not how you
Excuse
treat
me.
a lady.
So you treat a lady and just obliterates her.
Lucas takes consent very seriously, and that goon, Bryn, did not consent to being held up like that. Ix did
No.
not consent to getting electrocuted.
Meanwhile, Lisa's like, I'm just gonna put the fear of God in these men.
I really enjoyed the unintentional teamwork there. Like Issa fears them, and Lucas just storms in.
I'm not gonna lie, I was debating whether or not I should do that, even from the beginning, but there was because there was like other people muddled, like there was Ben kind of in the mix and Brain was in the mix, and I was like, I don't think I can like pick and choose who gets affected. But then Ben grabbed Bryn and shoved her out of the situation, and then he was like off to the side when he fell over, and I'm like, perfect, clear shot.
Thank you, Ben.
Blow the rest of my power to do this.
Hmm.
Wee.